Hey, what's going on, everybody? Mario here. Guys, how's it going, man? You guys know that in most cases I haven't been making a lot of videos, but I do watch a lot of videos, and I do watch a lot of videos of a lot of you. Some cases I comment, sometimes I don't, but I do keep in touch some way, somehow with everybody just by watching your videos. But I watched this one video that to me, it did not make any sense, man. To me, it was just garbage. And I wanted to kind of make my own video because I really felt that this person did not have a point in anything that he said. Now, this gentleman said that Lee dyes are just complete garbage. All right. And I mean, he's entitled to his opinion. He, you know, to him and his standards, maybe Lee is garbage to him. That's fine, you know. But here's my thing: if you're gonna make a video like that, at least have a point to it. You know, tell me why it's garbage to you. Tell me why do you feel that it doesn't perform the way it does for you. Because I'll be honest with you, I have a lot of Lee dyes, okay, and I have some Dylan and I have some RCBS here, just to show you that I'm not super biased when it comes to dyes. I buy what I think is gonna better help me, okay. Now, why is it that I like Lee dyes so much? I like them because they work for me. They're very user friendly. Um, Honestly, man, I just get more for my money when it comes to that stuff. Okay, now I'm gonna compare to you some of my like a Dylan, you know, 223 steel. I have a 308 RCBS. By the way, this is the one that I purchased from Willie Bullet Man. So I will never sell this because has kind of special sentimental aspects of it. And, and this one is for RCBS 300 blackout. Okay. And I was told by friends of mine that, if you're going to reload 300 blackout, you got to do them on these dies. And they have worked tremendously awesome. Okay. But I am not biased when it comes to dies, guys. I like them all. I like Dylan's, But do I feel that Dylan's $210 freaking dies are better than my 223 556 dies that I have from Lee? No. In reality, I've made more 223 out of Lee dies than anything else. I have made hundreds of freaking 9mm with my 9mm set here on my turret press. Okay, so you know I've had a lot of good experiences when it comes to Lee. But let's just not be so biased. Let's look at really what you get with a Lee kit. Now, I'll be the first one to admit these cases suck. I hate the way these things open. I've never liked them. Okay, but if you look at it, if you guys see me open the other ones before, the other ones are all black and white. These are nice in color. It's very detailed. It has, I would consider to be very good instructions. Okay, so this is a pace setter kit, right? So you have your sizing and depriming. Okay, you have your seating and crimp die, right? And you have your powder through measure die here. Okay, so this is pretty cool. I like it. It definitely works well when I put it through something like this, like the turret press and stuff like that. Okay, and of course you get your little powder scoop. If you're doing it the old school way, and you get a shell holder. Now, if you guys looked at all my other previous cases, none of them come with a shell holder. None of them come with color instruction manuals. Okay, they're all come in black and white. They're all very detailed. The case is very nice, but I just honestly I don't see how these dies are any better than these dies. Okay, I don't see how these Dylan dies are any different than my other Lees that I have up there. I think it's really about budget and preference and whether you're able to be productive with the dies, is how I look at it. Now, of course, Lee does have certain things where they kind of, and I think maybe this is the reason why people sometimes don't like Lee, is that they use an aluminum ring. And by the way, they went to this type of ring here that I really hate, because you have to use one of these little stupid wrenches that's super small and it's hard to get in there and tighten this damn thing. So I hate these things. Never liked them. I kind of wish they would just stick to the old regular type of locking ring. But the locking ring is it is made of aluminum. The top portion here, the adjustment knob, is also made of aluminum. Of course, the rest is made of steel and carbide. But one thing I do want to tell you guys is that I also have this carbide Dylan set, and I don't see really the big difference when it comes to quality on it. Maybe Dylans are made a little bit better, like they're manufactured a little bit better. But the problem with Dylan is that Dylan doesn't make their own stuff. They actually subcontract this stuff to other people. And this is the reason why it takes forever for you to get some freaking carbide dies from Dylan. But that's for another video, for another story. I've never really had any issues with the carbide dies from Lee. If anything, the only thing that I do a little bit more with Lees is that I have a tendency of cleaning them more. They do get a little gunkier than my other dies, but you know, you also got to stop and think about it. They're more of my priority dies when it comes to reloading. I use them a lot more. And I mean, there's times where I have, you guys notice I have 223 for Dylan and I have it for Lee. And to me, it's just a backup. It's just a backup. I have a 9mm for Dylan and I have one for Lee. And that's just me being me. I'm kind of one of those people that has a tendency of I'd rather have, not need not have kind of thing. I also have a 308 from Lee, and I have one from RCBS. So I've used both of them, man, and believe me, I get the same amount of quality ammo from either of these dies, man. And what I like about these dies is that they're simple, they're easy to clean. You know, it doesn't take you long to set them up. It doesn't take you that long to set these up either. These are actually pretty nice. You know, it's just a different format and how they do things with these dies. But do I feel like they're any harder or easier than the other ones? No, I think they're all just great dies. And there are certain people that like certain brands more than others. But in reality, do all these dies really produce good quality ammo? Absolutely, they all do. Now, if you're in a budget and you know all you got is maybe $100 or $50 that you can spend, you know, the Lee dies will work just fine for you. I mean, if you're not putting them on a crazy progressive freaking press like a 750, you know, and honestly, I've seen these type of dies on a 750 and have no problem with them, you know. But if you're putting anything in a RL 1100 or some shit like that, yeah, I would tell you go with a better die, because you know you're putting a lot of wear and tear on those dies. I think really that's when you really need to really splurge and purchase dies that are more expensive. I really don't think for these kind of presses, like I have a 550 here, I have a turret press here, and I have a single stage here. For those types of applications, I think these type of dies work fine. If you're gonna get yourself a, you know, one of these vastly progressive badass freaking presses like a R1100 or a Mark V or or what's that X10, the new one that came out from Frankfurt at Arsenal, then I would tell you maybe you should, invest a little more and get a better die, because, they might be a little more precise. They might be a little bit better. They might be a bit more robust, is the word that I was looking for, when it comes to reloading. So that's my take on it, guys. Some of you guys are going to agree, disagree. Some of you guys are going to say, yeah, you're right. Some of you guys are going to say, oh, you're full of crap, Mario, whatever. It is what it is, guys. Everybody has an opinion when it comes to dies. I just wanted to give my 2 cents on this. Like always, God bless you. God bless the United States of America. And I'm out.